Welcome back, peeps, to Let's Play Lost Horizon with me, Pixie Poison. Now, in the last video, we managed to get to old Wang's apartment and we met up with Kim, Wang's niece, who it seems to be implied had a kind of sort of blossoming relationship with Fenton. And we also find out why he got discharged from the army, which was actually quite heroic. He actually put himself on the line to save someone, and it just all went a bit tits up, really. But now, we now have a German fighter plane on our tail, and we now have to get rid of it. So, we're going to take the canister, which is over here, because a fuel canister always comes in handy. So look, we have a bag of flour.
Flour? Thanks, Gus. Only one parachute. But at least if we find some milk, yeast and eggs, we can whip up a tasty loaf.
I just had to say that. Like, bag of flour, thanks, Gus. Only one parachute. Yeah, but we do need the bag of flour, funnily enough. It's good in a pinch. Alright. And we have pumpkins.
These pumpkins were going to Shanghai, but maybe I can get a better price here. Even if they are so old they're hollow. That's capitalism, baby. I'll take one with me.
Yeah, let's have one. Because of course his pockets are that big that he can fit a pumpkin inside. Right, okay, we have one parachute. We might as well take it. Because we're going to need it sooner or later. Okay, now. As you can see, we have a fixture left here.
The parachute was attached to this bolt.
Okay. Now, what we need to do is we need to take our little pumpkin here and we need to carve some holes in it. Like so.
We've got some holes in this baby now.
There we are. Right. Ooh, nice little holy pumpkin with a smiley face. How nice. Okay. Now we need to fill the pumpkin with flour.
Okay, I can pour some flour through the holes.
I love how he's like it's kind of an internal commentary, like, okay, I can do this, but why am I doing this? It's funny. Okay, now we want to use the canister.
This canister holds distilled water for the hydraulic system.
That's why. So we need to put that in there now.
Okay, I'll add a little more water.
There we are. So now it's got nice flour mush here. And this is going to serve as our weapon. So let's put it into practice. Okay, now we can see outside. Time to throw our pumpkin.
Regards from His Majesty.
Better not miss. I'm pretty sure that missed. Nah, I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm pretty sure that missed.
Fenton, the plane is on fire! We're on fire!
Alright, chill out.
He hit the starboard engine. Don't panic. I'll switch it off and try to stabilize us.
You can fly with one engine?
This baby's got 3, which means we've got 2 left. But don't worry. I'm an expert at emergency landings.
Yay!
Crap! I've never tried it with only one wing before. There's a fish over there. I'm taking us down. Hold on tight.
Fenton!
Oh. Oh dear. Oh, that's not turned out so good. Oh dear.
It better be important, Lieutenant.
Indeed. Our contact in Hong Kong has reported back.
Continue.
It looks like the cartographer's records have disappeared.
What do you mean? Disappear to where? And what about the cartographer?
He died just recently, only a few days after passing on copies of his maps to the British Recon Unit.
And the originals? Someone must have them.
The men we've assigned to the job assume the originals are in the hands of the cartographer's niece. Unfortunately, they were not able to reach the girl because a former soldier is protecting her.
Better and better. If you want something done, do it yourself.
In any event, the girl and the soldier were able to escape.
I am somewhat disappointed, Lieutenant. But very well. We will continue reasonably. Who is this soldier? Why might he need the maps? What kind of threat is he to us? Collect all the information you can on him and the girl. I will be flying to Berlin for a week. I expect answers when I return.
Jawohl.
Anything else, Lieutenant?
One of our recon aircraft is missing. It was on routine surveillance this morning and hasn't returned. I suggest sending out a search unit.
Yes, do so. If the machine has crashed, you must find the pilot as well as the aircraft. Get rid of any traces that might lead to our camp.
It will mean the majority of the men being sent out.
Yes. I emphasize once again. Find the crashed aircraft and eliminate all tracks leading to us. Our mission must remain confidential at all costs until we have opened the chamber in the monastery. After that, we will not need to hide from anyone ever again.
Ooh, it's all getting very secretive. And now we start chapter 2, The Secret in the Mountains. Ooh, it's getting all exciting now. I love how she just went, yes, to him saying, oh, it's going to be all the men. Yes, your point is. Oh, that looks nasty.
Kim? Kimmy? Can you hear me? Kim, please say something!
Damn it. I need to get up there fast.
Indeed you do. But we're going to have a job on getting up there.
My Ford. They only made 199. Guess there's one less now. Still, I better get to Kimmy. She's almost as beautiful.
Always charming. Right, let's have a look
This
around.
crate was hurled out the plane, but it's still in one piece. True British workmanship. We can make an indestructible crate, but we can't build trains that run on time.
A truer word was never spoken there. Oh my days. Right, okay. So let's have a look. We have
A piece of my plane's propeller. Poor girl. Took quite a beating. She'll never forgive me.
okay, and we have a sled.
That sled was in my plane. I use it during the winter to unload cargo. It looks like the crash didn't do it too much harm. Although the seat's missing.
Doesn't matter to us, we'll take it anyway.
Looks like I can still use this. It's only the seat that's missing. I'll take it with me.
Let's do that. And we'll take the propeller blade. Okay, let's try and get in the
I
crate.
can't open it with my bare hands.
Alright. Get shirty with me. We'll use the propeller blade to pry it open.
I could use that to pry open the lid. Who would have guessed? It worked. The crate's open.
Okay, what's inside?
Let's see what we have here. A gramophone and a few records. Most of it's smashed to pieces. I'd take a ration pack over smashed records any day. Although I'd take whole records and a working gramophone over the ration pack. Josephine Baker is all the sustenance I need.
Okay, so we got the horn of the gramophone, a folding table, and a broken record. Believe it or not, these are going to be useful later. But we're going to use the lid of the crate to repair our sled and give it a seat.
I can use this to replace the missing seat.
There we are. So not the comfiest sled in the world, but still something. Right. Okay, now we want to go this way, I believe, first. About 500 meters lower, huh? Oh! Oh,
The
that's
wrecked
obviously with...
Messerschmitt.
Oh.
Looks like it didn't get much further than my little Ford. Good. Might be something over there I can use to help Kim. I need to get over this crevasse first.
Alrighty. Okay, so let's have a look what we have here.
The plateau's pretty windswept. All the snow's been blown away.
Okay.
Lush white snow.
Oh, there we go then. That's
A big
it.
pile of snow.
Well done. Right, so what we now want to do, this sounds really, really strange, Pete, but bear with me. Okay, we need to take this and use it on this snowdrift here.
I can use this to collect some snow.
Okay, And then we put the snow over here.
I'll spread the snow evenly across the rock, but I'll need a couple more loads to get everything covered nicely.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so we should be able to slide down that. Let's give it a go.
I can't believe I'm about to jump a crevasse in a sled, but it's all
Yep.
fixed up and there's enough snow. Made my sled better lie in it.
Let's give it a go then. Fingers crossed, peeps. He could go splat into the valley here, but his it goes okay. Woo! Alright then.
Can't believe that worked. Stunning.
Okay, let's have a look around here.
The wing's covering's damaged. It looks loose.
Okay, well, can we get the covering?
There's some sharp edges.
Oh.
I can't remove it with bare hands.
Alright then. Okay, let's have a look in the actual plane
Most
then.
of the cockpit is missing. Looks like the pilot got out in time.
Okay, let's have a closer look. See what we can find. There's always good things to find
Let's
in a
see if I
cockpit
can
of a plane.
find anything useful.
Ooh, a jacket. Some binoculars. Oh, jacket and some binoculars. Oh, alright then. Okay, so now we need to have a look inside the jacket.
A dirty pilot's jacket. The pockets are empty, but something seems to be sewn in between the leather and the lining.
Oh, yes. Okay. Now, if we look at this...
Oh no, that was Josephine Baker's latest release. It got smashed during the crash. It's just brittle little shards now.
Brittle little shards that are going to be very, very useful. We're going to cut open the jacket with them.
Ah, that'll work. I can cut out the jacket lining to find some kind of document.
Okay, what document exactly?
If
What do we have
maybe
here?
German's up to scratch, which it isn't, but let's assume it is.
Let's
This is the
assume it.
permit you need for safe escort through a foreign country during a military operation. I should have a closer look at it.
Alright.
It's in German and Tibetan. It says the holder of this document is ensured safe passage at checkpoints and a certain level of immunity with local authorities.
That's convenient, isn't it? Okay, so let's have a look at these seals. Quite unusual. This one's quite unusual. 1919.
I can see two seals down here. One's Tibetan government, but I don't know the other one. Some kind of German organization. The Tool Society. Never heard of that before. Regardless, looks like the Germans are here with Tibet's blessing. Something for Lord Weston once we get home.
Yeah, that's definitely not good. Alright, I think we've got everything there. Okay, we've got everything we can find. Okay. So, let me see. I don't think...
The tail of the wreck has caught fire. This isn't a moving picture, though. It's not about to explode. Though, if it did, I'm sure that somehow a lone cartwheel would roll out of the wreck.
Even when there isn't a cartwheel. Okay, so I think this'll work. I think this'll work on the wing to get the cover off. It's the only thing we've got anyway.
I could use that to remove the cover without cutting my hands.
There we go then. Take that off. Okay.
The wing's framework.
Okay. Now, let's have a look at this wing over here.
The wing of the aircraft.
Let's see if we can do anything.
The wing is too heavy to take with me, but I can push it over the slippery ground.
So we can. Okay. Well, I guess we can push it down there, I suppose. Ah! There we are. That That works. That works. Okay. Let's see if we can get to that framework. Yep, there we are. That's good. Okay, now we can head straight back, which is nice. Don't need to do any super sledding. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, so now we have a makeshift ladder here, which is going to help us get up to Kim. So let's do that. Hopefully we can get up there. There we are. Works perfectly. Up we go. Let's go see if she's okay.
Goodness. She's alive.
Kim, can you hear me?
Damn it, she's unconscious. But I'll never get her out of the wreck without her help. I need to wake her somehow.
Oh, well, if this was a moving picture, all you'd need to do is kiss her lovely lips and she'd just awaken, like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty. You know, name all the lovely stories. They all happen like that. Yeah, sure. Anyway, right. We need to check around, make
She
sure
doesn't look
everything's
hurt,
okay.
but if I leave her here much longer, she'll freeze to death. I need to bring her to somehow.
Ooh, look up there. Parachute over there.
The parachute from my plane.
Okay. Right, now there's not...
The cockpit's completely crushed. Kim's lucky she doesn't have any real injuries.
Okay, now we need to head back down because there's not much we can do at this point. So we'll go up this path here and see what we find. See if we can find anything. Oh! Oh god!
Whoa! Good boy! Good sheep!
Oh boy, that's not good. Hello! Oh,
The
go away,
Argali's
Bundle
trying to
Stars.
defend
No
its
one likes you.
territory. I'll leave it to it.
Okay, but we can't just leave him to it though because there's some nice incense sticks over there.
They look like ritual incense sticks.
Yes, they do.
That must be an Argali, a type of mountain sheep. That's the second biggest sheep I've ever seen.
Taking a little dip out of Monkey Island there, saying that's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Okay, so we need to... Right, this is going to sound really crazy, peeps, but this is what we need to do. We need to combine the lambskin, which looks kind of sheepish, with the sled.
Okay, I'll put the lambskin on the sled so I'll have a nice soft seat next time. Hey, this is starting to look like an animal.
Don't know about that, but okay, if you wanna do that, yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see if he falls for it.
My sled really does look a little bit like an Argali, but something's missing.
Again, I beg to differ, but you know. Something's missing, huh? Oh, yes, the legs, of course. There we go. Put the folding table with the sled.
And now for some legs. Wow, this thing is uncannily lifelike. I mean, if I squint my eyes a bit, it starts to scare me.
Nah, I think you're pushing it there, mate. I think you're pushing it. But we'll
I
see.
wonder what'll happen next.
Whoa!
Ah, it destroyed my beautiful handiwork. Oh well.
Okay. Horn and leather strap, Obviously come off the sled. That's fine.
This horn broke off when the Argali went after my sled. Oh, and now the leather strap is coming off. Great.
Don't worry about that. We have 2 very useful items. Okay, so now we can take the incense sticks, which are great.
I don't want to steal these and end up getting smited. Oh, ancient Tibetan god, if you want to hold on to these, please give me some sign. Nope, I guess we're good.
Yep, we're good. And also, we want to look at these weird
I
lumps.
haven't the faintest idea what that is. Looks like coal, though.
Ooh, coal. Well, always help yourself to some coal, eh?
What are those strange lumps? Looks like coal. Or... Oh no, of course not. It's poo.
Of course it is. It's Argali poo. But funnily enough, it's actually going to be useful to us, believe it or not. We do actually have a use for it. Right, so now we want to do this. We want to go back to the enemy plane, because there is where we are going to light our incense sticks. So, we want to go this way, across the wing. As you can see, it's on fire. Now, oh, puddle here.
It's a puddle of melted water.
Okay. Now this is going to sound very, very strange, Peach, but again, just bear with me and just go with it. We put the leather strap in the puddle to wet it.
I'll wet the leather strap. It's cold. Oh, nice. The strap's frozen through already.
So now we have a frozen leather strap. Okay, so now we take the Argali dung and yes, this is actually how it works, people. You put it in the horn.
Pleasant aroma or not, this stuff is better off in there than outside. And I feel more comfortable about it.
Okay, and here we use that on the fire.
Let's see. That stuff actually burns. And it doesn't even smell that bad. Finally, a stroke of luck.
There we are. So now we have basically a kind of makeshift torch of sorts. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to the crash site. And we'll go back up to the plane. And we should be able to light an incense stick.
I've lit an incense stick. The smell from this thing could wake the dead.
Well, luckily enough, we need to wake someone who isn't quite dead, but we can get her up.
Smoke is vile. Let's hope it wakes her up.
Have a sniff, Kim. Yoo-hoo.
Kim, you alive?
What? Yeah, I think so. Oof, what's that awful smell?
Sorry, I had to wake you up somehow. And I didn't really think you'd like the alternative. Are you sure you're okay?
Pretty sure. My head is aching and I'm cold as ice, but other than that, everything's fine.
We have to get you out of there. Help me lift the roof of the cockpit.
Yeah, pry that off. Oh, no.
Damn it, it's barely budging.
Now what? You better have a plan B.
I'm working on it.
Whatever you're doing, do it faster.
I need more strength to get the cockpit off.
Need more strength, huh? Well, did the propeller blade get it off?
Sharp propeller blades plus cockpit equals open sesame. Blades plus soft flesh equals a very angry Kim. Better leave it alone.
Okay, well, we have the broken horn, that could pull it off. Maybe not, hang on. Frozen leather strap? No, that can't get it off. Okay. Right. Is there a way to kind of... oh, can we reach the parachute with that? Can
The
we knock it
propeller
down?
blade's too short. I can't reach the parachute with it.
What a shame. I was going to knock it off there, but never mind. How about that? Is that too short?
That might work.
Ooh. Well, there we go then. Whee! Knock it down. That's the way. Brilliant. Okay. Right. Now, if I remember correctly... Or not. Maybe not.
The parachute from my plane. It looks in one piece.
Okay. Somehow, we need to open that. Actually, we need... Obviously, we're using the propeller blade, but we don't want to use it, like, as it is. Because that's not good. That's really not good. So... let me see. We need somehow to kind of shield the blade. Somehow. Oh, hang on. Can she... Oh no, we need to get the cockpit off.
Let's get this chute hooked up to the cockpit.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Hopefully this might pull it off.
Okay. Ripcord time.
Let's do it. See if it pulls it off. Yeah!
Did you see that?
Done.
Wonderful. I'm gonna kill you anyway.
Do it later. Right now, we have to get you out of this wreck. Well, thawed out again. You slept almost 4 hours.
I'm still pretty cold.
Move about a bit. You'll warm up. We've got the fire burning. We're not going to keel over anytime soon.
Wow, you really know how to reassure a girl. So what do we do now? Let me guess. You'll think of something.
We'll have to stay here for the night. It'll be dark soon.
A whole night? In the cold? Oh, wonderful. That's something to tick off my to-do before I die list. Probably the last thing. Remind me. You made me leave Hong Kong because... What was it you said? To be safe? Yeah, that was it. Come with me, you said. Otherwise the Triads will kill you, you said.
Kim.
You're safe with me, you said. The great hero, Fenton Paddock.
Kim.
Let Fenton Paddock keep you safe. Absolutely no chance of being
Going off
chased
on
by
one.
Triads, shot down by Nazis, and stranded in the middle of the Himalayas to freeze to death. No, sir.
Kim, shut up for a second and listen to me. While you were sleeping, I checked out your uncle's documents.
So?
He was traveling this region in 1922 with a researcher named Arthur Hayes. Ring any bells?
Yes, Uncle Wang told me about that expedition many times. Professor Hayes had taken him along on his Himalaya trip as a cartographer.
Well, I noticed something really strange. Most of his notes are written in traditional Chinese, but your uncle wrote some of the sections in a language I've never seen before. According to what I could read, he and Hayes were looking for a monastery, which they figured was in this region. Do you know what that means?
That you can't read every kind of language?
Be serious. If there really is a monastery somewhere around here, it might be a safe place to head towards.
Okay, okay. My uncle sometimes wrote certain things in a kind of secret script that only he and I could decipher. Show me the documents.
Here, can you read any of it?
Well, it says here that a storm hit and my uncle and Professor Hayes took shelter in a cave.
Interesting.
We were more than happy to have found shelter in time. When we moved further into the cave, we noticed we were not the only ones seeking shelter there. In the glow of our torches, we recognized a man leaning against the cave wall. He spoke to him, but the stranger did not react. On closer inspection, we realized why. The man was dead. He was frozen stiff, and it was likely he had already been there for quite some time. The man was wearing a monk's robe and presumably had an attack of weakness during a pilgrimage. Hayes brought my attention to something. The torn up and burned remains of a parchment lay beside the corpse. It is possible that the monk had used the last of his strength to build a fire. On examining the burnt remains more closely, it turned out to be a map. Hayes was able to determine a few checkpoints, and thus conclude that it showed the region we were in. The texts we were able to identify on the map were written in an ancient script, of which Hayes was able to translate little. While the professor's eyes wandered across the map, he suddenly gasped. His trembling fingers moved over one word: Kembalong. Hayes, who had studied every possible source of information prior to beginning his expedition, explained that many myths and legends shrouded a valley by that name. They say there is an ancient monastery in the valley where no outsider has ever been. According to the legends, the monks from Kembalong Valley guard an ancient and very powerful secret. It was possible that we had come across a key to this hidden valley, and Hayes suddenly became excited when he realized what that could mean for him, the leader of the Tibet expedition. In that moment, I took a closer look at the dead monk. Could he be one of those monks living a secluded life in the valley. Where did he want to go? Or was he returning from somewhere and didn't have the strength to continue? My eyes dropped to his hands, and I noticed that the fingers of his left hand were wrapped tightly around something.
Ooh.
Hayes noticed it too and opened the clutched fingers in a somewhat harsh manner. Hayes grasped the object and held it to the light of my torch. It was a stone, resembling the eye of a dragon. There was a green gemstone in its center, through which the light was refracted, falling onto the walls in a most fascinating pattern. Hayes put the stone away. He must have noticed the look on my face, because he justified himself. He remarked that the stone was better off in the hands of a researcher than those of some farmers or shepherds who might discover the cave someday.
Okay, now skip a few passages. Did they find the monastery?
Hold your
Enough.
horses. It's been a while since I last read this stuff. I'm a little rusty. They headed off to find the Kemberlen Valley, but the approaching winter made it impossible. They couldn't make it through the mountains, so they broke off the hunt. They got home, and Hayes tried to raise money for another expedition with better equipment, but nobody was interested. People figured he was hunting myths. Uncle drew a map showing the valley's estimated location. It shows us where they gave up as well.
Perfect. We can use it.
I don't know. It's all pretty vague. How do you know the monastery exists at all?
Hayes and your uncle believed it was here. Right now, that's good enough for me. And to be perfectly honest, it is our only chance.
Then I
Quite.
suppose we don't have a choice.
Wait. Can you hear that?
Sounds like an engine. Oh no. Not another plane.
No, that's not a plane. It sounds more like...
Ah. A truck.
a truck. Grab your stuff. Change of plan.
What?
We're following the truck. It must be going somewhere.
Suppose so.
Could we stop for a moment, please?
No, we need to keep moving. The snow's already starting to cover the tracks. Can you make it a bit further?
Do I have a choice?
I'm sure we'll find something soon.
And what makes you
Poor
so sure?
Kimmy.
I'm a boundless optimist.
Oh boy.
Hey, what is that?
Looks like a military camp.
I didn't know Tibet had an army.
They don't. Remember that fighter plane?
Germans? What are they doing here? Have they attacked Tibet?
I doubt it. Let's break out the glasses.
Ooh.
Damn it.
What's going on?
They're holding British soldiers captive. There's at least one officer with them.
Richard?
No, not Richard. But maybe someone from his unit. They must have met the Germans somewhere along the line.
What are we going to do?
What do you think? Rescue the officer, debrief him, find the rest of his group, and get everyone home in time for tea and medals.
How?
We? Forget it, Kim. You've made it this far, but you're sitting this one out.
What? You expect me to just sit here and watch while you
Oh, for
break
God's
into a
sake,
heavily
Fenton.
guarded military camp, get caught and tortured, and then leave me to freeze to death?
For now, we just need to get the lay of the land. Then we'll wait till dark and make a foolproof plan. How's that?
Why do I always let you talk me round?
Maybe because you actually think I'm a pretty great guy.
Dream on, Paddock.
Okay, so far, so easy. Something tells me that's about to change. This place is bigger than it looked. What the hell are the Germans up to out here?
Where are you going, Werner?
To take a leak.
Just make sure you don't fall down a crevasse. It's like Swiss cheese around here, you know.
I'm not stupid, you know.
Attractive.
Good thing he picked the other side of the barracks to do his business. The guards seem to be having a nice little tea party. If they want to slack off, that's just fine by me. Actually, another time, another place, I might join them.
Ah, well, again, apologise for the long video, Pix. Unfortunately, the cinematics in this do go on a long time. But we've now found the hidden German camp, which we shall do some more exploring of in the next video. So, see you there, peeps.